All right, Mavs Spurs Weekly. We are back, man, to talk about this NBA and this season. Carry on things. About a month out from the All-Star weekend, halfway point. And yeah, man, it's some things going on. We want to just chop up. Let me get the Mavs out the way first. What's good with you, Bo?
Cooling, man, and cooling.
Just to start it off, man, for my Mavs people out there, 3-7 the last 10 games. We are up 140 to 118 on the Utah Jazz, which is basically one game behind us, I think, right now. I don't know if there's you can say must win, but yeah, we just lost to Nuggets, beat the Nets, beat by the Bulls, beat by the Jazz on January 8th. So we getting some get back tonight. But the one game I do feel like we did like, hey, that's what we got to do. In which the Houston Rockets, we beat them 110 and 104. That was good to see that at the beginning of the month. But I'm not. My expectations for the Mavs, man. My expectations lean more towards the owners and the GMs of what they got to do. We got things to take care of with AD. Kyrie situation, injury up in the air. We just had Cooper Flag go down, so
I think his little injury he had, I think it's more of we're gonna play it safe. I don't think it's nothing major that he's gonna miss any long stretch of games. I don't know if he even playing in this game tonight, but yeah, you definitely can't afford for him to go out along with KD. Excuse me,
right.
AD, and then you're not expecting to get Kyrie back until after the All-Star break. So you know.
Yeah.
But like you said, right now, y'all are beating the brakes off the Jazz, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, which is good to see. But we got them Spurs, man, sitting number 2 tied up with Denver right now.
Yes, Spurs. We don't have some struggles as of late as well, and I know me and you talked recently about Wimby and the way he's playing. Shout out to Gil, in his podcast. He said something that I feel holds to be true, and I'm gonna say it. Mitch, you're not playing or you're not using Wimby correctly. I remember if you go back to our first show on this channel, I was talking about how
Yeah.
Wimby should be used. We
Yeah.
know in the off season, this man was practicing with Elijah excuse me, not Kareem, but Elijah. And most of his practice he was doing with him was on the post, on the
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
But it seems
Footwork.
like, yeah, the footwork, and we know Elijah is known for the great footwork. And we already know that Wimby is a very athletic 7'5" guy. So increasing your footwork skills will make his game so much better. But you want to give him the ball at the key, at the top. Why? Why? He's 7'5". Put him
Makes
in the post. At least
makes
that
no sense.
it doesn't, bro. And matter of fact, you talked about this in the previous video. When those little smaller guys, they reaching because you got to put the ball on the goddamn floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't call the fouls on his opponents like I feel they should, but that's my opinion. And he's dependent on that, and that's what I see when he's dribbling to the hole. He's man, that shit ain't gonna work, bro. So I feel like he need to be in that post, getting the
Yeah.
ball here. That's all it
Yeah.
is, man, getting the ball here. Now you can see over everybody.
Right. Or even play the toss-up game like in the NFL. You know that back corner that
Yeah,
where the quarterback just throw it up,
yeah,
and you got Tony Gonzalez or someone tall, Megatron over there. He's the Megatron of the game. Throw
yeah.
it up in that back corner of that touchdown, and just throw that motherfucker and let him. He'll have the choice to do this and oop it, or he got the chance to drop down, boom, one drop, step around, hit him, something,
Yeah.
But he's so tall that the it's limitless what you can do with that height, man. And so I definitely agree with you when you say that, and I do remember you talking about that early on, as far as how Wemby is used. Um, Spurs 5-5 the last 10 games. Man, they got a hell of a schedule, man. They play Celtics, beat the Celtics, lost 1 point to that epic game that I hate that I missed versus the Timberwolves, 104-103 in that game where you seen Ant-Man, and him that whole back and forth. That was crazy. Then Spurs got they get back. They lost that and they won today 119-101. They got Timberwolves again January 17th. So that I think that'll be interesting. I think Ant-Man, Ant-Man is a good he's a good joker. And I'm not talking about Jokic. I mean, like, if you got a Batman on your team, he's going like the entertainment factor of an Ant-Man going against any number one player. It's epic. Even though they don't play the same position. We know these switches and things happen, and you get the Ant-Man guarding Wemby. You get the Wemby guarding Ant-Man, and that shit is entertaining, especially with a character like Ant-Man, man. I can't I gotta watch this next one, man. I'm curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who takes to social media and he will troll. He will troll, but
Yeah,
he's doing what he can do to try to get in the player's head. But one thing he did is say, like, man, he's tall, man. It's like it's not a lot that you can do. He will change the way
right.
you play the game
Yeah,
because he's long. You try to go to the hole, he's still there with you. You want to cross him up and then do a jump on him. He's right there with you. So defensively, Wemby's gonna give you hell. But
yeah.
offensively, I think they're not playing him to the best, or that's going to put him in the best situation to succeed or help the whole team succeed.
So
Post.
I,
God damn it.
and
Post.
I want to stay there just for a second. I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to stay there because I thought about something. When we think about how a player is used, we often think about coaching. That's kind of where our minds naturally go.
Right.
Do you and I'm thinking, do you think that the co-hosts, do you think that the co-hosts he's playing with, the style of basketball that, because we've seen the Spurs play great without Wemby and things just are flowing, things are clicking, you're getting guys, who are stepping up. And with Wemby, do you think adding that unicorn into that, do you think it makes players think twice about their own bag?
Well, this team was built around Wemby. So I know they started the season without him. Yeah. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He got hurt later on.
Right. Just a
A
little bit after, yeah.
little bit after that. So I think the way the offense is set up, I don't think it's still the same exact offense that Pop ran, but it was set up around Wemby. So when you talk about like people like Darren Fox, they might want to get in their bag. I don't think that really stops them because if you watch them play, they still are going to the hole. But I believe if they was to put Wemby in the post, that would change that offense drastically. I think it will slow the offense down. I do believe that. But
Right.
would it hurt them as far as points? I don't. I think they'll get a
Mm.
more
Cause,
offensive points if you just slow it down. Now, a half court offense. When
mhm.
you slow it down, you're giving the defense the opportunity to set up. I get it, but you got a 7'5" guy in the post. Now you either gonna double team him or you ain't. And if you ain't go double team him, you in trouble.
And with that being said, and that's a great point, with that being said, some might say that the reason why they may not do it, and I'm just trying to think of why they may not do it. And I think a reason maybe why they may not is because we see a lot today in the game of basketball that it's a lot about spacing. You get the teams like Miami who, you know, just all us around the 3 point, we slashing, you slide. If you go in, you come right back out. Because as a person like De'Aaron Fox, he's going wop, wop, wop. He going right in with someone like if you say Wemby, down up under the free throw line or, on that block, that might clutter when it comes to the spacing aspect. Maybe that's the reason why they're not, just having him sit, spin around, go to this block, spin around, go in, come out, and stay within that area on the inside because they're not wanting to clutter it up for the young stars like the Harpers and the, you know,
But we got to
maybe that.
look at their offense. Look at their starting lineup when Wemby does start. It's Wemby, Barnes. Of course, Vassell is hurt, and that's another thing we got to touch on.
Yeah.
Normally it's
Yeah.
Vassell, Castle, and Fox, and of course you got Harrison Barnes. All of those guys can shoot beyond the perimeter. So if Wemby's on the block, you got your point guard beyond the arc. You got shooting guard over here. You got your power forward, which is Barnes over there in the corner. And then you got your small forward, which normally is Devin Vassell. Now you get the ball to Wemby. If they want to play a soft zone and try to double team him, all you got to do is have cutters.
Cutters,
Slash
yeah.
through the hole. So if you want to double team me, I'm going to slash the hole. He going to either get me the ball or, I'm going to get back on defense or now I got you off me. Now I'm going to punish this little punk behind
me. Let's go. Now, stay right there. Do you feel like when they play games and Wemby is not an option, that you see more cutting, that you see more of this cutting action? Or do you think that the ball, when Wemby gets, has there been moments where you see Wemby get the ball and you feel like there's not off ball action because it's Wemby and they just passing the ball and, go to work, big fella type of,
Yeah.
Do you think that
the offense looks very stagnant when he gets the ball at the top of that key? It's like you said, do what you do with the ball. I know he can handle the ball to a certain extent, but he's not that goddamn great where he's going to beat anybody off the dribble that's guarding him. These guys are already got a low center of gravity. They're down here where you're trying to put the ball.
Right.
And so as soon as you dribble, the defense is going to collapse. And I think Wemby head always is down. And it's too late because now you got three people surrounding you. They done knock the ball and you trying to fumble to get the ball away. But you got two people out there on the perimeter or a mid-range area wide open and you done lost the ball.
Well, you didn't see him because your head was,
You can't do that. Soon as he dribble, man, somebody's coming to help. Somebody's coming to help.
Yeah.
Pass the ball with me. If this is the offense y'all gonna run, you got to keep your head up, bro.
Well, hey, that's real. That's real. So we'll see. Like I said, January. We got 2 days from now. We got Spurs in Minnesota. I'm gonna try to make it a point to watch that game and try to come up here and do, takeaways from that game. Kind of been a little lax when it comes to the games as of late, but I'm definitely trying to tap in with that one for sure. It's certain games I just the storyline is too much, and I got to tap in to see. You got Gobert out there.
I think one of y'all players got hurt last night. I ain't even talking about Cooper. I want to say Gafford got hurt.
I wouldn't be surprised. He'd have been out. This is about the fourth injury. If this is about the fourth time he'd have been out this year, man. We got some issues, man. Fucking Lively, man. This guy, great rookie pickup. Great rookie pickup. Reminds me of PJ. What's the light skinned dude when we won the championship? Played with Dirk, the tall center. Fuck. Played
Uh,
for New Orleans. Played for New Orleans. God, I can't remember that dude's name. He had a little box cut.
I know who you're
Thompson.
talking about, man.
Yeah, it's right
Skinny
on the
guy.
tip.
I think he's
He's
playing for
right.
Maryland.
It's right on the tip of my. That's who he reminds me of. Lively. That's the closest I can think about. Someone reminds me of when you put him in there. He is a true center. He's not gonna try to do anything but be a center.
Tyson
And I
Chandler.
Tyson Chandler. I said PJ. Tyson fucking Chandler. That's who. Not Gafford, but that's who Lively reminds me of. Like a fucking Tyson Chandler. Great player, but I want to get rid of him. I ain't gonna lie, because you've been a rookie. You came in rookie season, injured. Next year, injured. Next year, and it's like, man, we got to get rid of these people made of glass. AD, we gotta get rid of these people, man.
And I'm glad you brought it up before we get up out of here. Trade talks. Is there anyone you expecting to be dealt off before the trade deadline?
Before the trade deadline, I don't see it. That's just me. If this last injury didn't happen with AD, I would of course say AD, but I don't see it. I think Mavs are at the point where we're just going through the motions until the end of the year, until guys get healthy. Now,
All right, well,
demoralizing.
very, very, very frustrating, especially when the league had high hopes for you guys. And I was one of them. So,
Yeah.
you never know. The season is not even halfway done. It's close to it, but not halfway done. And we still have the opportunity to see what those three guys are going to do, especially if they don't deal off AD. We'll get to see what Coop, AD, and Kyrie do together. I'm definitely waiting on them to see those three guys on the court together.
Yeah. Let's go, Bam.
I
I want Bam, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think Miami gonna
Yeah.
do it. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, guess that's it for tonight, man. You got any
Yeah.
last words? Anything else?
Nah, let's go, Mavs. That's the most enthusiasm I hear. Let's go, Mavs.
Go Spurs, go, baby. We'll see you next time on Mavs Spurs Weekly. We out.